Did you know that in many estate developments in Ghana, shared utilities like water and electricity can quickly become a source of frustration? Living in an estate can offer convenience and a sense of community, but it also comes with unique challenges, especially when everyone has to rely on shared resources. Today, I'm sharing the unexpected hurdles my tenants face while living in an estate development and what I learned to make things work better. But before we dive in, if you haven't watched my previous video in this series, please do go back and check it out. And my mission is simple. I'm all about using my personal experience as well as the information that I've gathered and learned over the years to help you to invest in Ghana's real estate market successfully. I'm all about putting out weekly content so that you guys know the best locations to invest in and the best strategies as well. But if you haven't done so far already, please do like, comment and subscribe on this video. You know how much it will mean to me if you continue to put a thumbs up on this video. For everybody that watched this video and gave it a thumbs up, it will go out to so many more people. So please, I'll give you a quick moment. You subscribed, you liked, hit that notification bell as well. But let's get into it. One of the biggest challenges we faced was related to shared utilities, particularly water and electricity. In Ghana, power outages, commonly known as light off, can happen unexpectedly. In our estate, there was a shared generator to provide backup electricity, but it wasn't as simple as flipping a switch. Whenever the power went out, the community was responsible for buying fuel to keep the generator running. Here's where things got tricky. Some residents weren't around to contribute when the power went out, whether because they were on vacation or simply unavailable. Others refused to pay their share altogether. And then there were times when the person responsible for collecting the money and buying the fuel wasn't on duty. All of this meant that the burden often fell on the few residents who were present, including my tenants. They ended up footing the bill more often than they should have, and it became a constant source of complaints. The same issues arose with the water supply. In Ghana, it's common for the Ghana water supply, this is the national water supply, to go off occasionally, sometimes once or twice a week, depending on the area. That's why most properties have a backup water supply system, like a polytank. In our estate, there was a shared polytank for the entire community, but it quickly became clear that this wasn't enough. If the water went off and some residents were away or hadn't contributed, the burden again fell on my tenants. They were understandably frustrated, as they often had to organise and pay for water to refill the shared tank themselves. Eventually, I realised that relying on shared resources just wasn't sustainable for my property. So I decided to purchase a separate polytank for the property. This allowed my tenants to have their own backup water supply independent of the community. Now, they could store water and use it as needed without relying on the shared system. If the tank ran low, they could simply arrange for a refill, avoiding the chaos of coordinating with the rest of the community. It was an additional cost upfront, but it saved a lot of stress in the long run. If you're considering buying property in an estate development in Ghana, I can't stress this enough. Ask the right questions. Here are a few to start with. How are shared utilities like generators and water tanks managed? Is there a reliable system in place to ensure these resources are maintained and funded? Are contributions for fuel or water taken from the service charge, or are residents expected to pay on an ad hoc basis? Is it possible to have your own independent backup systems like a private generator or polytank for your property? Having a separate water supply system made a huge difference for my tenants, and I highly recommend considering this if you're buying property in Ghana. It gives you independence and peace of mind, especially during those times when the national water supply is unreliable. And while it may seem like an extra expense, it's worth it to avoid the frustrations that come with shared resources. Living in an estate development can offer many advantages like security and shared amenities, but it's not without its challenges. Understanding how utilities are managed and planning for contingencies can make all the difference in ensuring a smooth experience for both you and your tenants. If you're ready to start your property journey in Ghana, head over to my website, diasporatohome.com. You'll find free guides, ebooks, and access to my exclusive Diaspora to Home elite community, where we share tips, advice, and resources to help you navigate the Ghanaian property market. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, Share your own property challenges in the comments and let me know what topics you'd like me to cover next. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights on property investment in Ghana. Together, we're building wealth, creating opportunities, and securing a legacy. See you in the next video.